Hello, sir. Welcome to Finance 360.
Happy to be here with you.
It's a pleasure for us as well. I have a few questions for you, starting with how digital acceleration is reshaping businesses and finance across Middle East, Africa, and Turkey, according to you.
So over the last years, we have seen huge growth in spending on digital transformation. As a matter of fact, over the last years, have a 16% CAGR in the increase of investments in that area. So that's hitting the ground in many sections for businesses. So businesses are rethinking the way that they interact with their customers, which is what we call customer experience. They are also rethinking the way that they interact with their employees. Nowadays, employees expect that more frequent than not they are not work from home, and that it poses a certain obligation to the infrastructure to follow. So then they also rethink the way that they work with their suppliers. Okay, through investments in IT technology. And last but not least, there is also the possibility to create entirely new business because of the digital transformation and the technologies that are now available. And we see that in some verticals like fintech, for example, is a good example of companies that were not previously possible, and now they are. So it's really a profound change that is happening in all these levels, and Orange is participating in some of those, namely on the customer experience, on helping the employee experience, working with their employees, and also the operational experience, which is helping companies organize their factories and their operations in a digital manner.
What's your personal approach to leading digital transformation across such a culturally diverse set of market?
You're right, that's also the culturally diverse market poses a challenge because in some countries, digital transformation is spearheaded by government. And government is a top-down organization. Generally, planning is being done top-down. So the way to help accelerate plans is to make plans and help them make plans. So set a strategy around this transformation, set a roadmap, prioritize initiatives. These are the kind of activities that government organizations might need before they master capital and they start executing. And we help them with that. A good example is the area of smart cities in Saudi Arabia, where such planning is required before investments are made. In some other countries, the private sector is actually spearheading change, and there things are more bottom-up, meaning that it's easier for us to work with department heads and demonstrate to them a single use case that can add measurable value in a short time frame, and then try to drive adoptions from there, as opposed to working the top-down way that we do with the government organizations. So depending on the country, we take these two different routes, and we have found both of them to be effective in driving digital transformation depending on the environment.
And digital finance and embedded payments are booming. How are communication technologies supporting this financial revolution?
That's also a very interesting topic for us because finance is one of the verticals that is heavy demanding services that Orange can provide. So what are those services? I think that digital payment and basic payments or any kind of fintech development is based on solid IT foundations. Those are no longer what they used to be. Now we're talking about foundations that are built on cloud, mostly on platforms that can scale and can serve your business wherever your customers are. With the current volatility, you don't know what that can be. So this means that these components that you now rely upon need to be scalable and secured by design. And this is where Orange is focusing to deliver value. So you certainly need a network as a service, software-defined platform that can give networking services to connect your applications to your end users wherever they are, securely and with reliability. So on a second basis, if you want to serve your customers with the power of generative AI, you need to do so in a secure manner. And that's why Live Intelligence, for example, is the platform that we have created to allow financial and other security conscious enterprises access generative AI power in a responsible, auditable, and safe way. So we are focusing on building these composable, secure by design components that the financial industry will for sure need to build their applications.
Okay, so lastly, the one digital trend businesses are still underestimating.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. So I would say that if we look into the future, one element that is underestimated is the machine-to-machine finance. So eventually, we are now into the area of agentic AI. So autonomous agents being able to operate and complete tasks from start to finish without human intervention, or minimum human intervention. At some point, we also see machines negotiating contracts or transactions with other machines. That is yet to come. It has applications in many verticals, including finance. It is currently seen as something that is not at arm's length, because people are still concerned about basic issues of scaling AI or securing AI, and they don't see that far. But when the time is there for that to scale, I think this would be very disruptive for the market. So we think that this is something that people don't consider now, but in 3-4 years, it might be the next good thing.
Thank you. This has been quite insightful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.